get my supplies, man, clean my spot. Gotta make sure it stays so fresh and clean after a guest leaves. Gotta restock the supplies they may have used. Housekeeping is just part of life. I learned at an early age, once my mom taught me how to keep my room clean, she put a little note on my door. Your mom doesn't work here anymore. Clean up behind yourself. So she taught me how to clean my room, make my beds, and that's one of my favorite parts of life, hygiene, keep my place clean. Housekeeping, just in case. We have a straggler hanging around. Well, I've always been a worker, being raised in Mississippi, so that was part of life. But this neighborhood, this community, is like, I've said it so many times before, one of the best communities I've ever lived in. The neighbors are nice, the community is nice, and work is a walk away from home. There's no traffic, there's no gas fees, there's just a lot of work here. And if you want to work, make a little extra money, it's here.
My name's Katie Jacobs. I am the Community Inn Manager at Community First Village. We have 15 B&B bed and breakfast units. We rent them out to the public, and it's a great way for people that may not know who we are to come into our space, and then also a great way for the people that live in the village to earn dignified incomes through work. Having Mississippi as one of my contractors was one of the first times that I noticed people could personalize their work even as housekeepers. So Mississippi early on was folding the corners of the washcloths to make sure they were all triangles, doing little things to just show that he was the one that did the cleaning. And we have these little cards that show who our housekeepers are, and Mississippi made sure that there was some information about who he was, and just make sure to keep that card really somewhere where it's prominent, so that whoever comes in knows that he was the one that made sure that their space was special.
Well, what brought me here? Being patient and knowing that this too shall pass. All my wrongness, all my things I went through in life, my bad things, were gonna become better if I just stood still for a moment. Since I've been here, it's one of the most life-changing experiences I've ever had. And that's, to be honest. You get approved, you come out, you do a tour to find out where you want, what your options were, where you wanted to be. They showed me the first spot they showed me, I took it. I said, yes, yes, please. So I went through, they helped me get my ID, my driver's license stuff back, because when you're homeless, you lose a lot of stuff.
I love Mississippi. I think just getting to know him through these years has been wonderful. He's a loving father. He loves sports. He rides his bike, but even just this example, he was getting his bike fixed up, trying to get everything ready to go. And he also just thought about the Yellow Bike Project as some place and some organization that can help other neighbors here. Not only thinking of how can I fix my own bike, but how can other people be impacted by this?
Both neighborhoods are pretty much the same, but this one is more loving. It's got more love to it, because for those like me who appreciate the fact that we got the chance to make it here, and to be able to appreciate a place like this is the best part. You appreciate having a door. That's my door. It's my door. I have a key to it. There's a lock behind. I can lock it. I have 4 walls and a roof that secures me at night. You get a lot of different experiences, a lot of different missionals that are really out here to try and help us further ourselves. If I can wake up, that's the best thing. But when I wake up, there's something I can do. There's something out here I can do for myself and for others. Some people say my smile just brings them joy. If that's the case, God bless it. God bless it. What they say, welcome home. They tell you that in the office, welcome home. Once you sign your contract and you get in, welcome home. And it felt so good to hear that, home. When you've had a home before, when you was raised and growing up, but then to have a stint on the streets being homeless and hear that, it brings tears to your eyes. Welcome home. So I try to make the next neighbor feel the same thing.